What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. So, I don't know what articles are out there or what videos may be out there that people may get these ideas from, but I've had a bunch of people ask me, why is Floyd and Al Heyman trying to block Errol Spence? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're telling me that Jermell Charlo is now putting himself in the mix at 154. Apparently to fight someone that Terrence Crawford is supposed to have his eyes on. Okay, well, I'll look more into this story. But let me just say this. I have put in like 10 different searches, and nothing do I see or hear has anything to do with Floyd Mayweather, Al Heyman, Leonard Ellaby, or any of those guys having anything to do with any of these conversations. Now, the only thing that makes sense to me is these people must have heard some of the same things that I've seen. I saw 2 different videos where someone was saying, it might have been 2 different people, but 2 different videos where someone is saying that Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman are blocking Terrence Crawford, which makes 0 sense to me. I don't know where people come up with these logics. Okay, for one, let's look at something. Jermell Charlo fights at 154. You guys haven't been connecting Floyd Mayweather's name to Jermell Charlo for all this time. In fact, wasn't it Jermell Charlo, him and Jamal made comments about Floyd? They respect him, but, trying to put themselves over Floyd, that Floyd, did what he did with his hard time, and okay, whatever. Just saying, what does Floyd have to do with any of this? So, basically, he campaigns at 154. So, are you assuming he's supposed to just step aside, and let Terrence Crawford just do whatever he wants to do? He's not supposed to want to fight? Whatever. You're the same people that was applauding this bullshit between Baumgartner and Clarissa Shields. And these people, I mean, come on, one is 160, one is 130. And you didn't think that was a stupid idea. But somehow, a guy that campaigns at 154 is supposed to step back and not want to fight against Terrence Crawford. Okay. People are saying things like, once again, Floyd sicks his dogs on people, so they don't want Terrence Crawford to outshine Floyd. Like, no, that's your thoughts. None of these comments that I'm hearing have nothing to do with what's actually happening. First of all, somebody in the video was even talking about how the Saudis are showing interest in Terrence Crawford. Okay, what does that have to do with Floyd Mayweather? So how can you possibly, what does Floyd have to do with any of that? This is what I mean when I say people love to bring Floyd's name up and just put his name in something and create controversy, and and it's only amongst your fan base, the people that's on your channel. Nobody's like buying into this nonsense. No, it makes no sense. So for one, Errol Spence, who already got his ass whooped by Terrence Crawford, for him to go to 154, okay, wasn't Crawford the one saying that if him and people on his team saying that the fight between him and Spence, if it's going to be a rematch, it's going to be at 147, or there's no fight? Didn't Terrence Crawford just tell him, sorry, buddy, you got to go to the back of the line? Okay, so right after that fight, at the post conference, did Errol Spence, did he not say he definitely want the rematch, he want to run it back, but at 154? So all of a sudden now, this is new. What's new about it? This is just people making videos just to make a video, but really have nothing to talk about, because this makes 0 sense. So basically, and look, let's just say, for example, if Floyd Mayweather was worried about Terrence Crawford or anybody else surpassing him, he would still be boxing. Terrence Crawford, look, he is who he is. He's done what he's done. But let me explain this to you. When Floyd became the A-side, he stayed the A-side until he retired. And even in retirement, fighting exhibitions, he's still far more successful than guys that are than Terrence Crawford, than Errol Spence, than all of them. He's still making way more money than all of them doing exhibitions. In terms of accomplishments, okay, Manny Pacquiao is a champion in 8 divisions. Floyd is what, 5? 5 is okay. Well, who won when they fought? So, you became a champion in more weight classes, but I beat your ass when we fought. I mean, like, people just bring up things and put little stories together with no actual proof of anything. Nothing to support their claims. You can't find nothing that says Floyd, Leonard Ellaby, Al Heyman, or whatever is trying to block Terrence Crawford. First of all, as I was saying, show me one fucking boxer that could block Floyd Mayweather when he became the A-side. Show me one that can block him. Show me one fighter that can block Canelo right now. Right? Show me one fighter that can block Tank Davis right now. Okay, so my point is, like, show me one fighter that can block Tyson Fury. This is what I'm saying. So it's obvious Terrence Crawford is no superstar. Okay, because if he was, well, what you guys are claiming Floyd wouldn't be able to do. Nobody would be able to do. This is exactly why when people talk this stuff, it's like, man, look, like I said, I like Terrence Crawford as a fighter as well, but I'm not delusional for no one, for no situation. If Terrence Crawford had the star power that you guys are talking about, so even being a 2-weight division undisputed champion, he still can't get the fights that he wants. You telling me a guy in Errol Spence that he beat can still outdraw him, can still outbid him? You telling me that a guy in Jermell Charlo that just got destroyed by Canelo can still outdraw him, still outbid him? This is your own words. This has got to be where you guys getting this from. I don't remember who the hell video it was, but when I put the searches in, it was only like I think just 2 videos. Might have been one more that I didn't watch. I'm not sure, but yeah, but definitely I remember seeing like the 2 videos. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. And I think it was the same person. Because in one video, he's saying that they're showing interest, the Saudis are showing interest in Crawford. Okay. Then how do you put Floyd in this? And what does Floyd, listen, not only that, but against who? They don't want to just put Crawford on the card against just anybody. No, they want to try to put him against the best possible opponent if they're going to put him in there, right? What did I just say a couple of videos ago? Terrence Crawford should have been reached out to the Saudis. Should have been reached out to the Saudis. And the fact that Jaron Ennis is now with Eddie Hearn, and he's been calling out Crawford all this time, and you guys that sit there talking about, oh, Eddie Hearn's going to protect him from Crawford. Like, what? You guys watch too much Batman and Robin and some shit. You watch too many, like superhero movies. Jaron wants this fucking fight. Okay, he wants the fight. It's not a money issue for him. He wants the fight. The money issue is on Crawford's side. You understand what I'm saying? So even for the Saudis to have interest in him, well, if he's saying, give me $25 million, regardless of who I fight, he has to be realistic and know, unless you're fighting a top-level guy, they're not giving you no $25 million just to give it to you, just because. No, you got to earn that money. So it's no different for Crawford than it is for Anthony Joshua or Alexander Usyk, anybody else, like, for that matter. It's like, no, you got to earn this, bro. You know, we respect Crawford as a fighter. It's just some of this goofy shit that people say. I don't know where y'all get these stories from, man. I just think some of these people have subscribers that they know they can tell them anything and they'll just eat it up. Because, once again, like I said, when Floyd Mayweather has nothing to do with any video, people put his name in it, and then when he addressed something, oh, Floyd's always talking about himself. You guys are always talking about Floyd. It's like, what does he have to do with this situation? What does Al Heyman and Leonard Ellaby have to do with this situation? I'm going to use a guy to block you that you already beat. I'm going to use you to block. I'm going to use a guy that just got the hell beat out of him by Canelo to block you. Listen, Jermell Charlo should be fighting. Okay, all this domestic shit. And here's the crazy thing. You notice how these people don't bring up that transsexual situation with Jermell Charlo? Now they bring it up when they want to be sarcastic towards him, but all along, these same channels will walk right and tell about how he beat up on his wife. Oh, he beat up on a transsexual. Yeah, this is what the video I made last year. One time spoke on it, and one time only, just to clear the air that, look, the article is out. And even though the article was out, you see the difference? Me telling you what happened with him and a transsexual had nothing to do with me just imagining something. The article was out that it was guaranteed, it was a fact that he did not have a domestic situation with his wife. But people ran with that anyway because they opened their mouths and had so much to say. And it also said that the reason why he's depressed, he went to a depression because Canelo beat him. He's not the same. And mentally he's going through and all this shit that he said. Then he went home and took it out on his wife. What kind of man are you? You had all this mouth with your wife. You beat up on your wife, but you ain't want to do that to Canelo. All of this shit. And I'm like, see, but where are you getting this from? Then I played the audio clip of him on the phone or whatever, talking to somebody, talk about how he hit the transsexual and she screamed just like he screamed just like a woman. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so my point. Now all of a sudden, when you want to try to bury him, now you want to bring up the transsexual thing in the way of trying to stick it to him, like, yeah, you was messing with a transsexual. But all before that, it was his wife. Now you can admit it, but you couldn't admit it when you put these videos out saying that he was beating up on his wife. This is the type of goofy shit I'm talking about that people do when they make these videos. They don't have anything to support their claims. They just say things. And they don't even care if it's true or not. And then when people come in the comment section, yeah, they're going to go in the comment section and say a whole lot of nothing. Because they're going to go in there and talk about how, oh, but what really happened was, yeah, Al Heyman got involved and they got Floyd involved because they know Crawford going to break his... Crawford going to break what record? What this shit is all in y'all. Hey, who cares about a record, man? Crawford can't even fucking make... Look, Crawford is asking for $25 million. Do y'all know Floyd is making more than $25 million per fight during these exhibitions? Do y'all know that? Now, let's just get this straight, y'all. Because this is like, it's gotten to a point where all we're doing when we make these videos as content creators is giving you guys information that you might not know and conversation about what's going on in boxing so we can have something to talk about on our channels. Okay. When you get to the point where you just start reaching for things and just making stuff up, it's like, what are you trying to actually accomplish? Okay, are you trying to spread boxing news, or are you just making things personal and it just becomes a thing of you wanting to try to make someone look bad based on things that is not even like things that it's not even in the news? There's nothing that you're saying is even something that you can pull up and say, well, I got the news that this happened or this was said. It's just basically you saying this person is this and this, and if you ask me, I think it's because of blah, blah, blah. So you sit and you create a channel and you build up this whole, let's rag on this fighter. This fighter, he's jealous of this fighter. So let's say this and say that. This is just my opinion. And what is your opinion based on? That's always been my question. What is your opinion based on? You know, it's like when Sugar Ray Leonard was the man. He was the man. You wasn't blocking no Sugar Ray Leonard. You couldn't block Muhammad Ali. So the whole thing with that is, you know, people get all in their feelings about what's happening. And they want to act like they talk about jealousy and envy. Jealousy and envy of what? Why would you be jealous and envious of someone that you can block? Someone who you can, they've been stripped. They accomplished things, but you understand what I'm saying? Crawford is a solid fighter. He proved that. We always knew that about Crawford. Him beating Spence, you know, hey, that's another accomplishment, but it didn't take him to beat Spence for us to know that he was a solid fighter. He always been a solid dude. But, you know, these things that people keep bringing up, it's like, let's just bring up Floyd. He's the guy people love to hate. Let's bring Floyd up. Floyd has nothing to do with this situation. Al Heyman, Leonard Ellaby, none of these guys, you don't hear anything going on about nothing. Just people coming up with ideas in their head to talk about, just to make a video. And that's the only thing I can really tell you guys. Because when I heard this, I'm like, okay, let me see what's going on. Because I don't know. Errol Spence has every bit of a right to campaign at 154 as Terrence Crawford. Okay, even if Jamel Charlo was at a different weight and he decided to come to 154, so what? Like I said, what is people supposed to step aside and roll out the red carpet, let Crawford do whatever he wants to do, and we'll sit back and just wait and let him give us the scraps and crumbs of what's left after he go and do what he's going to do in his division? No, it's not how that works. And if he's the man, if he's the this popular superstar that y'all talking about, how could somebody block him? They wouldn't be able to. Example: Deontay Wilder was saying he wanted to fight Francis Ngannou. That's the fight that was happening according to Wilder. He said nothing about there being any hold up in the fight. This is the fight he wants. He's going to fight him twice because he's going to fight him once in boxing. He's going to fight him in MMA. And all of a sudden, like a month or two goes by, and then next thing we know, we hear Tyson. A couple of months go by. Tyson Fury versus Ngannou. Done deal. But Ngannou and Tyson Fury was talking about it for a while. So yeah, that fight went from supposedly being with Deontay Wilder and Francis Ngannou to Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou. Who's the biggest star between the two? And on top of that, Fury already beat him. So we get that. So my thing is, people have this mentality like because of what Terrence Crawford accomplished and at 147, that he should automatically be able to go. They're saying he earned the right to go to 154 and challenge whoever he wanted. No, he didn't. See, you guys got that Canelo syndrome. Y'all forget. See, he's the golden boy. He's handpicked. He's the franchise champion. See, Spence, Crawford, none of those guys, they don't have that Canelo type power. But y'all are talking like Crawford has that power. And he doesn't. And this is what I keep telling people. He's not a superstar, man. He's no more popular now than he was before he fought Spence. You guys talking about his stock went way up, right? Based on what? Once again, Beaver went in there and beat the shit out of Canelo. Did his stock go way up? Is he the next big thing now? Did he replace Canelo? No. It doesn't work that way. Everybody doesn't get that. Look, some people have that it factor, so to speak. Terrence Crawford doesn't have that. Just like, for example, Devin Haney's a solid fighter. Devin Haney is not a superstar. Devin Haney is a guy that basically is out here trying to make the best fights happen. But Devin Haney is not a superstar. All the powers that be in boxing that worked against him, talking about he doesn't have a fan-friendly style, he doesn't take risks. You guys you help damage a fighter's career when they really can fight. But you take a one-hit wonder or a one-dimensional, one-trick pony and try to make them sound like they're the most devastating, most fearsome fighters in the world because they have one trick. And this is what happens all the time. So people will go, I heard this guy Devin's boring. Right, you see him for yourself, then what? People are just, it's like you always hear people want to say, like, this guy, if whoever you like, they're better than everybody else. You don't hear me going around here talking about Devin is a bigger star than everybody else, and Devin's this, Devin's that. While Tank is out the ring going through whatever he's going through, Devin's been fighting. Now look at who Tank Davis is getting ready to fight, and Frank Martin. If the fight actually happens, okay, Frank Martin. You would not have rather seen Tank Davis versus Devin Haney? You would rather have not seen that? Now, the funny thing about it is, what makes no sense, y'all defeat your own logic. One, y'all talking about Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellerbe, and Al Heyman is holding Tank Davis back. They won't let him fight the best fighters. Why? Oh, and Floyd don't want Tank Davis to surpass him. So he doesn't want undefeated Tank Davis to surpass him. And y'all keep saying all this stupid nonsense, but somehow, he's concerned about Terrence Crawford passing him, but he's not worried about Tank doing it. So he's holding Tank back, but he's going to send Errol Spence and Jamel Charlo to block Terrence Crawford. So what are you telling me? Errol Spence and Jamel Charlo, they work for Floyd? You notice how Floyd's name didn't come up when Errol Spence separated from Derrick James? Notice how his name didn't come up anything affiliated with Jermell Charlo, with the exception of people saying Jermell Charlo, and this is also goes against your own bullshit theory and logic. Okay, we all said the same things. Jermell Charlo should have went to Floyd for pointers on how to beat Canelo. But what we say, a lot of times ego gets in the way. Because Jermell Charlo want to be seen as better than Floyd. So does Jermall Charlo. You understand what I mean? So why the fuck would Floyd Mayweather choose Jermell Charlo or anybody else other than, you know, I mean, this just makes no sense. So let's just look at it. Okay, y'all. I don't want Terrence Crawford to surpass me in whatever way y'all talking about. He's definitely not going to pass his 50-0 record for damn sure. He's not going to break his pay-per-view numbers and all that, pay-per-view buys. I mean, the only thing you can say is he was undisputed, and Floyd was never undisputed. Okay, I mean, and he beat Pacquiao, but you got people that still want to try to say Pacquiao was better. He's better, but he can't beat him. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, the shit just, it sounds so stupid, man. If Jermell Charlo look, Floyd fought Canelo, destroyed Canelo, made it look easy, one of the easiest fights he ever had. You don't think that even if Charlo would have went to Floyd, he still have to have the heart to go in there and implement. But Floyd and Jermell Charlo don't fight anything alike. So maybe the information Floyd would have gave him may not have suited his style, but Floyd knows how to adjust and adapt. Him and Charlo are two different people. And it shows you how much better Floyd is. Don't give me that shit about, Canelo's way better now, bullshit. It goes to show you how much better Floyd really is than these other fighters. And he didn't go to him. And we even talked about that in the comment section. Probably ego. I don't want to feel like I'm going to Floyd when I want to be seen as better than Floyd, so I don't want to have to go to him for information. Notice you don't see no videos of the Charlos and Floyd in the gym and stuff like that. Might have seen shit way back in the day. Not now. You don't see that shit. So at the end of the day, all this talk about Floyd, Leonard Ellaby, and Al Heyman and all this, they're trying to block them. So this is crazy. This is nothing but Terrence Crawford fans who want to see Terrence Crawford surpass Floyd and whatever. I mean, it's just so stupid, man. You guys are so emotionally invested into these grown-ass men, which I don't understand it. I don't give a fuck if he passed Floyd, whatever, but I look at Terrence Crawford's age. Okay? Look at his age. What the fuck do you think he's going to do now that he already didn't do? He's going to... Only thing, like I said, two weight classes, undisputed. He's done that. So I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about with this surpass Floyd thing. This is something that's in y'all. This is Terrence Crawford fans saying this bullshit. We've even seen all these little fake videos where Floyd is yelling at Terrence Crawford, send the contract, and they're arguing. There was even a lie last year that it was official. Terrence Crawford versus Floyd Mayweather. Like, I didn't even bother to watch that stupid video. I knew it was bullshit. So Terrence Crawford fans that's out here saying all this goofy shit about they don't, the PBC don't want Terrence Crawford to surpass Floyd and all this stupid shit. Fuck you going to surpass Floyd? What do you mean surpass Floyd? In what way? Like I said, he two-time undisputed champion. Other than that, what way? Financially? Huh? Pay-per-view buys? How? 50-0? What, you going to go 51-0? How do you mean that? Terrence Crawford is not going to fight long enough to get to the damn 50-0. See, and this is the thing that people don't understand, man. You guys look at things from this fanboy perspective, and you just have things all over the place, and you make no sense. It's complete garbage. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. Now, I'm not there to know who did what, but it just makes no sense to me at all. I see no logic. I see nothing but just fanboys talking. None of this shit makes any sense. And if you ask them, where do you get this from? Listen, on a life of my mama, who I love with all my heart, on the life of my mama, they can't give you any facts about any of this shit. The only thing they're going to give you is their opinion. Based on what, though? There's nothing to support this claim. Nothing at all. Now, if they're being men about it and being honest, they'll tell you, well, nah, this is just my thoughts, man. But once again, but based on what? And they know the comparison between Floyd and Crawford is something that people have made at times, and they want to. Does it matter? No. Floyd did what he did. He's still doing what he's doing. Okay? If you are an active fighter and you won, 2 different divisions, you became undisputed, and you have to beg for $25 million. And here's a guy who have made $1 billion and more, because he's still doing exhibitions and all, okay? That made well over $1 billion and more. And he's still doing exhibitions, making way more money than you when you're an active fighter and you are a 2-weight division undisputed champion. And what fucking ways do you think you surpass Floyd Mayweather? You can't. Floyd ain't have to beg nobody for nothing. Floyd got what he got. He made smart business decisions, and he did what he did. And you see, the thing is, when you talking about becoming an A side, in this game of boxing, if you can't put asses in seats, if the people are not buying pay-per-views, you're beefing with your own promotional company, your own fucking promoter talking about, I don't care, I don't need him. I'm frustrated because this guy can't sell anything. Okay, all of these things. The last thing on Terrence Crawford's mind should be worrying about fucking surpassing Floyd. But this isn't Terrence Crawford. This is fucking fanboys. This ain't Terrence Crawford. This isn't his conversation. This is the fucking fanboys coming up with this stupid shit. You'll see a picture of Terrence Crawford and Floyd standing there shaking hands, showing respect, and then all of a sudden, within the same caption, somebody would screenshot that shit and then make a video, who would win in their prime? Who was this? Who was that? And then all of a sudden, the next video follows, Floyd is afraid that Terrence Crawford is going to surpass him and all this and they just start making up stories. That's all these people are doing, is making up stories. They're not telling you anything that has any value to it. Nobody's worried about, Floyd is not worried about what the fuck Terrence Crawford is doing. He's not worried about nothing else. He got guys like Carmel Moulton that he's working with and different fighters that he's not worried about none of this shit. For what? Like y'all tell yourselves this kind of stuff and just think about what's coming out of your mouth. This man did what he did and still call the shots. And by your own logic, if he's using them to block Terrence Crawford, then that just means Crawford, once again, is still mediocre. He's respected, but mediocre in terms of his star power and value. Bottom line, 35, 36 years old, and you still have to beg for fucking $25 million when you are basically a 2-weight division fucking undisputed champion. So what don't you guys understand? The truth is the truth. Look, somebody asked me one day, okay, because I got rap skills and all that too. Yo, would you battle rap against such and such and this and that? And I said, it depends on the situation. I said, I don't have any interest in fucking battle rapping anymore. I mean, I still got this shit. I ain't lose anything. I said, but you got to understand, this person has star power. I don't. So I can go in there and brutalize this motherfucker. The world doesn't know my songs. So if it's just about bars alone, well, yeah. Haters will sit there and just want to see me lose because, for one, the majority of people that will be there will be for him, not me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, I can get some people there. I get a lot of people there. But at the end of the day, if they be honest and go bar for bar and be honest, it's like they'll know, like, yo, this dude got some shit. But star power alone. You understand what I'm saying? The decision will, we're going to give it to, why? Because he is a celebrity. He's well known. He's a legend in his business. You understand what I'm saying? That doesn't make him better than me. And that's the reason people was asking me this. Okay, I'm not going to say the person's name only because I'm not trying to play the person out. But bottom line, I'd smoke him. And they know I would. And that's why they were saying, man, yo, your shit is like, this dude can't fuck with you, man. I'm like, but that's not on my mind. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's on their minds. And that happened because they had a beat on the other day, and I just started rhyming to this shit, and they was like, yo, you smoked it, yo. And they started bringing it up because this particular rapper, I think he rapped on that same beat or something. They was saying, yo, your shit killed his. Look, that shit is not on my mind, though. Now imagine if somebody went back to this dude and said, yo, Aries said he a smoke. Yeah, I will smoke the fuck out of him. But what I'm saying is it's not something on my radar. You understand? I don't care about that. And point is, I'm no superstar to the world. Do you understand? So I know that when it comes to anything, when the less people know you, they'll feel like, just like fighting. You guys never saw me fight. You have no clue as to what I can do. But if you did, you go, damn, Aries, why you ain't in there fighting against these motherfuckers, man? I don't have anything to prove, bro. I don't have any interest in, like, it's you understand what I'm saying? So that's on their mind. So point is, they can talk about it and they can start saying, yo, Aries this, Aries that. And then that person can feel some kind of way. One of the first things that they feel like is, man, don't nobody know this dude like that. How you going to compare yourself to me? I don't compare myself to anybody. But I'll smoke you. You can't fuck with me. But I know star power, okay, is enough to make people undermine your shit. But the real ones will go, nah, man, Aries smoked this dude, bro. Stop playing. Aries smoked him. But you know how that goes, man. You know how that shit goes. You ask a person that's a Tupac fan. They'll tell you Tupac was the total package. You could do everything. No. I can sit here and name a whole lot of shit Tupac didn't rap about. And Tupac, to me, lyrically was okay. It wasn't, he was okay. Tupac connected with the people. He had that presence that he just, what he was doing connected with the people. But lyrically, stop. He knew how to ride a beat. He had that type of flow. He rode the beat nice. His flow was tight, and he had some lyrics, don't get me wrong. But like lyrically, please, man, there was dudes that were way better than Tupac lyrically. I don't give a fuck. Look at this era. I don't care how lyrical you are. If the people don't connect with your music, it doesn't matter. Do you understand? So I could go off ego and yeah, hell yeah, I battle that motherfucker. Tell that I'm like, it depends on the circumstances, man. Because like what I mean, you understand what I mean? I don't gain anything from this shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not something I'm concerned about. Same shit. You guys are so worried about, you want Terrence Crawford to be able to surpass Floyd. That's your thoughts. You want somebody else, whoever. They just want somebody to be able to say somebody surpassed Floyd and they broke his record, they broke his pay-per-view record, they did all of this and this and that. And Floyd Mayweather has his own fighters. So what the fuck would he be worried about Jermell Charlo and Errol Spence like they work for him or say they don't work for Floyd? You know what I'm saying? You make it sound like all of a sudden now Terrence Crawford is in the place that I told y'all he might wind up being in. Did I not tell y'all he might find himself in that situation where, man, the only person that might be available to him that he can make the kind of money he want is Errol Spence. That's about it. Now you look at what's going on. So here's the thing. Even the guy that they're saying that Errol Spence and Jermell Charlo is trying to block him from, is he getting $25 million for that fight? You understand what I mean? And if it's somebody that people not really, talking about, I guarantee you he ain't getting 25 fucking million. And that's exactly why I'm saying people debunk their own logic with their own fucking false logic. Basically, you say one thing, then you say something else. Hey, listen to yourselves. Listen to yourselves. And I think that this story was put together to do nothing more but just get some attention and get people talking on that person's channel. That's about it. Just saying, because that's all I saw. I ain't see nothing attached to Floyd name and Errol Spence and Crawford. The only thing, like I said, a bunch of fake news videos come up where all of a sudden now Terrence Crawford and Floyd are going to fight. Remember the lie? about Pacquiao versus Floyd 2 was happening. See, you guys probably forget these things. But then when you look, it's like, yeah, look at all the lies that people have been telling all this time, man. Grown ass men. You don't sign a contract without reading it first. If you don't understand it, get a lawyer so they can do it for you and explain it to you exactly what everything means. But when you get to the point where you are bitching about the money you're making, and when I tell y'all he's looking to cash out, see, y'all don't get it. Crawford wants that big fight that he can cash out and say, I don't even have to fight anymore. And I told you guys. Otherwise, he would say, you know what? I'm going to put Canelo to shame. I'm going to go up. I'm going to fight and beat Benavidez. I'm going to go up. I'm going to fight and beat, David Morrell. Now, I just eliminated the two guys that you've been avoiding all this time. Now, what's up? Now, go ahead and say I didn't beat anybody. And I'm a 2-weight division undisputed champion, right? Does that guarantee a fight between him and Canelo? Nope. Canelo went out there and said he won $150 million to fight against Benavidez. Okay. He clearly doesn't want to fight him. And he still ain't being stripped. You understand what I'm saying? So now they talk about he has until September, right? Okay, well then what? Does Crawford go up and fight for a vacant belt at 168? Just saying. Who knows? But point is, even after his big win over Spence, I told you guys, you're overreacting like he became some overnight sensation. No, he hasn't. And he's been quiet. He's just trying to cash out. That's all. Now, with all that being said, y'all, I don't know anything about Floyd, Leonard Ellerbe, or Al Heyman having anything to do with anything. Like, none of this, it just doesn't make sense, y'all. You don't have, just because something doesn't have a story about it doesn't mean that things don't happen behind the scene. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of shit that happened that doesn't get out, doesn't get leaked out to the public. But this just makes zero sense. Like there's nothing coming out this story that makes any sense, that makes any difference. So that being said, y'all, talk to me in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember that you brings hair out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.